Hello and welcome. In this video, we will be discussing how the education system, or particularly school in general, teaches people to be poor. But wait, don't be confused. Education doesn't teach to be poor. School modified it to be so. Also, as in our daily life, we have been told multiple times that the only way to have a successful life is by going to school, getting good grades and getting a good job. The education system never teaches people about money nor teaches about financial freedom, the importance of being an employer and not an employee. School system only teaches you to be an employee, to follow instructions, of which in the modern world following instructions all the time, not questioning everything you taught, lacking creativity and not taking risks, will only lead you to average life, or will forever trap you in poverty. In this video, I am going to share with you 5 reasons why the education system has left many in poverty. Reason number 3 is very important, so ensure to watch the video to the end. Reason number 1. Teaching irrelevant stuffs. Parents sends their kids to school, with the primary aim of teaching them important lesson that will guide them in their adult lives. However, this is far from the truth, as more than 90% of what is taught relies on cramming. A student is required to cram all what is taught. The system defines a curriculum of knowledge that all students should learn, and after some time, they're tested to measure how much they still recall, of which such learning is not relevant to the outside world. Particularly during the exam, student will spend the whole night memorizing things that they will easily forget after the exams. Such learning is not trustworthy. Instead of teaching students how money works, how to accumulate wealth, allowing them to be creative, they will teach 90% of the elements that do not apply in real life after school. Reason number 2. No room for talents. The only talent modern-day education system recognize is cramming ability. A student who can cram formula is regarded as genius student. Why is it so? There are already multiple devices available for that, which can store unlimited amount of information. It is standardized to an extent that every child must learn the same thing at the same time and in the same way as everyone else. Such a system doesn't respect the basic human law, fact that everyone is unique and were born with different talents. The education system does not provide the opportunity that allows students to discover who they are, what they are good at, and how best they can fit into society or contribute. The system expects everyone to succeed in a standardized system, of which such a system is wrong. Not everyone is an academic guru. Some of the most prosperous people out there, such as Jack Ma and others, failed big time in school, but achieved greater things after school. Reason number 3. System does not teach about financial intelligence. Why do we come to school? I think the most popular answer is to become financial independent. To achieve this, we need to be financial intelligence. Now, the educational system, which was supposed to educate us on this, will only spend 90% of the student's life teaching them things that don't apply in the real world. The educational system does not teach students about money, how to invest and where to invest. Most people finish college without proper financial literacy. Financial literacy is very important because it equips us with the knowledge and skills we need to manage money effectively. Without it, our financial decisions and the actions we take or don't take lack a solid foundation for success, and this can have a bad consequence. Reason number 4. Lack of autonomy. Everyone is in control of his own life, making decision and following relevant orders. But, in school we have been deceived to believe that to be successful, we need to follow their rules and they take control our lives. In most schools across the globe, pupils experience serious lack of autonomy and control. Most of a child's life in school is controlled by the system, of which in modern day times, when you are performing an important task, you are managing your own time. You are making important decisions regarding on what to do and when to do it. But life in school is very different. The education system is sending a very unhealthy message to the young minds that they are not in control of their own lives, and that they should just do everything they are ordered. In 2017, a study by the University of Birmingham found that autonomy kills initiative and creativity and, consequently, an individual's engagement. It only creates a fearful individual who's afraid of failure. Reason number 5. Teaching the old system. Do you know when the current education was designed? Initially it was created and designed during the agrarian, but it was slightly modified during the industrial times, and it was created with the intent of imparting values and skills of these times onto students. The transition between the agrarian and industrial eras was influenced by the ideology that public education was the most reliable method of teaching unruly children discipline. Now, we are in the information age. Look at the most successful people today. They created their wealth using the power of information and technology. But the problem is school waste young people time teaching them what is relevant in the olden days. Do you have any comment on this video? Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube video, as we will be constantly posting of relevant information.